Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Burgers with Eric podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Burgers with Eric podcast. My name is Stephen James, your host. To my right is the dime store Dan Bilzerian, the EWG of the Airbnb King of South Florida, Eric Weingart.
The beard's in full effect today.
What's up? To my left is the producer of the Burgers with Eric podcast, Sexy Lexi. What's up, mama?
What's up?
What's up, Biggie?
I'm in vacation mindset right now, dude. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done for like 10, 11 days.
4th of July weekend.
I'm shutting it down, man. I'm no cell phone, no emails. Leave me the hell alone.
Yeah?
Yeah, he actually is leaving his phone back in Rochester. So
Stop.
if anybody needs to reach Eric, text me. That's where you can find him.
Dude, I'm leaving it. We're getting into Rochester. Oh, so 4th of July is coming up, right?
Yeah.
So we get into Rochester tomorrow night. Dude, I'm leaving my phone in Rochester. We're driving over to Lake George for, I think, 5 days. Dude, it's not even going to come with me.
Oh, my God, that's incredible.
Yeah.
That's going to be so freeing and amazing. And we talked about it pre-show, like, the ability to disconnect. So many people just can't do it.
No.
It's the price you pay for entrepreneurialism.
Oh, for sure.
Right? Which is, I tell people all the time, like, oh, you're so lucky. I'm like, dude, luck has nothing to do with it. Because I'll wake up at 11:30 at night after sleeping for an hour, or I'll wake up in the morning and just have a shitstorm. I guess the point is, you can't just turn it off, especially when you're the one that makes the whole fucking ship sail. Like you can't just turn it off. But I'll be honest with you, dude. Like I can't do it anyway. Like even going on a vacation, 5 days without a phone or without anything makes me nervous.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous.
Well, he's lucky because if we really need to do something, I have to bring mine just because we do have Airbnbs and that's a 365, 24/7 situation.
Right.
But I agree, it's hard to disconnect. If something comes up, or if you know that you have to get something done, we work through the weekends. Everyone here does, because you know that you can get it done, and it becomes, I don't want to call it an addiction, but you just know, like, the more that you accomplish, the better you set yourself up. So why not just do it if you have the time?
So it's really cool. So she's always been ambitious, obviously, but I would say the past, let's say, month, something's triggered in her, dude. Like it's like this whole other level of obsession. Like it's like the light bulb. I don't want to say the light bulb, but because the light bulb's always been on, but she's super stimulated right now, dude. She's up early. She's even been sick the past week. She's freaking editing videos, doing content. It's like the ignition is there. It's cool to see.
It's purpose, right? Like same with me. At the beginning of this year, it was just like, all right, let's go. And I think, honestly, I've worked harder this year than I have in the past, probably since 2010. For real. But what I'm finding is that routine and that purpose, like moving forward and building and developing and learning new stuff, gives you just so much more drive and like energy to do it. And it sounds like that's what you're going through.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely like addicted. I'll be sitting there on the couch while we're watching Breaking Bad right now, but I'm just like, I'm still thinking about it. So that's where the disconnect is hard, because even though we're doing our thing, we're Netflix, we're chilling, whatever, I know that I'm like, I just want to do this right now. Yeah. I just feel like I can bust out so many more like edits, or just do something that we're like all working on together. I'm like, I know I can just do it right now. Mm-hmm. So it is important, but it can be challenging.
I think what she's seeing too, and this is exciting for me, dude, is like if you think about selling a product, right? So like if you want to go on Amazon, let's say you want to sell a product there, you sell a freaking, a straw, you sell microphones, you sell something like that, right? Those are all physical products, you know what I mean? Those are all like things that you need an inventory, and you got to keep track of all that crap. Dude, I don't want to say we're printing money out of thin air, but we're printing money, right? We have the blueprint to print green, which I think is kind of a cool saying. That is just, I think that's igniting her, seeing like, oh my God, this really works. This is something big.
And
yeah.
And that's what I was telling you earlier when I got here. Like I have with our sweepstakes company, I still have this like cautious air of like, I don't know if it's imposter syndrome or what, but like, you know, I'm highly overanalyzing like every little thing that I see with it. But when you get those wins, like when, you know, one of your leads comes through and you end up closing a deal, that is just because it's new for you, that it's like a drug.
Oh, certainly.
Like the success is like a drug. So you know what you have to do to drive those leads, and then Eric just knocks them down.
Yeah.
And that for you guys as a couple is so fucking powerful, because now you have all that stuff in common, and it just strengthens your relationship, in my opinion. But don't lose the addiction to that feeling, right? And again, I think I told you guys before, like my first week in internet marketing, like full time with my mentor, my paycheck was like $4,700. I have never ever felt that way. Even getting $1 million wire from the acquisition of my company.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's like, enjoy this. I'm actually really fucking jealous because I won't get that back. We're chasing it with Big Win Monthly.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Sure.
So let's talk about Big Win Monthly real quick.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
Right. So
Yeah, talk about it.
what we're doing here, guys, and this is now you have more work on your plate because it's a whole other thing.
Sure.
Guys, Big Win Monthly is a monthly sweepstakes. Every 30 days, Eric, Alexis, and I are giving away $2,500 to one lucky winner. And all you guys have to do is go to bigwinmonthly.com, enter your email, certify your entry, answer 10 questions, and then you can choose to finalize your entry with a automatic recurring monthly, either monthly or yearly. And then what that does is it actually gives you guys access to our members area where you can make, win, and save money. We've got everything from make money resources. You can win gift cards. You can take paid surveys. We have couponing courses in there. Everything to do about money, credit, all of that stuff is all inside that members area. So, you know, take a look. BigWinMonthly.com, guys. You're going to start seeing a lot of content from us through all the social media channels like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff. We're going to do that. We're going to film the drawings live so you guys know that we're legit. And then we're actually.
Is that my damn?
We're actually flying out to meet the winners every single month, and then you guys get posted on the website as well. So that's something we've been really working hard on since January, and it's almost ready to launch. What do you have to say about it? What do you have to say about it?
Well, I think, you know, $2,500 is not, you know, it's a significant amount of money is my point. So, dude, I remember times where, dude, when I first started working, when I was working at CGI, when I first got my job there, I was 25, 26 years old. Dude, I was so broke. I swear to God, every 2 weeks, by the time I would before I'd get my paycheck every 2 weeks, dude, I had negative money in my bank account. Negative money.
Red.
And the worst part about negative money in your bank account is like, let's say you charge a $5 Starbucks and you go $4 underneath, and then you buy a bottle of water and you go another couple dollars underneath. Dude, each negative charge, it would be like a $33 charge. So I'd be like negative $200 just waiting on a damn $800 paycheck that I was just going to party away anyway. Like so $2,500, dude, like back then, like, dude, that would have given me a nice safety
Huge
net,
cushion.
man. Huge cushion. Yeah.
That's a lot of people's rent. That's groceries. That's gas in a month, if you want to put it into perspective. But I think what we were chatting about before we hopped on the podcast that really excites me is the three of us have sales background, sales experience. So one of the things that I think it sounds we've prioritized is the value that if you do the members area is actually in there. This is going to be updated, and it's not something like, as being salespeople, we want you guys to feel like this is something that's a value add to your life. It's not something you're just going to be in and feel like, oh, like this is like any other sweepstakes.
Right.
Like, no, there's great value there.
Yeah, I agree. And you know, that's on my shoulders is to create that stuff. And, you know, yesterday I spent time just building out the Save Money resources, which is, you know, it's ultimately been fun for me, but that's one of the things that we really have to hammer home is that, you know, the members area is constantly evolving as new things come up and as we uncover new partners to work with inside the members area. Guys, no one teaches fiscal literacy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like half of the stuff that I've learned throughout, you know, my journey, especially since I moved to South Florida and got around, you know, like-minded people that are in the same financial boat as me. You know, I've been lucky enough to learn their tips and tricks on how to leverage money, you know, save it, invest it properly in different stuff. And, these all come at different financial levels, right? Just the ability to leverage your existing assets, which most people don't even realize is a thing. Whereas the bank they're just going to lend you 80% of what you have with them, whether it's invested or not. So, part of the goal of Big Win Monthly is to teach that fiscal literacy, but also, give one lucky winner every 30 days. You hand them $2,500 in cash. And it's going to be an amazing thing to hopefully really help some people out throughout the country.
Super excited about it. Can't wait to go get the content today. It's going to be fun, no doubt.
Yeah, so I think that'll be it. We're actually filming content where if you guys see us in the streets of Florida, we're getting some really great, juicy content to keep you guys entertained. We want everyone to be a part of this. We think everybody can benefit from it. But yeah, $2,500 cash.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
I don't know. The man on the street stuff is going to be so fun.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Dude, we're going to get so corny and stupid with it.
I know, I can't wait.
It's going to be so
I'm ready to rock. That's why I did a certain kind of workout today, because I just want to get my heart rate up.
Yeah, I didn't. We made it to the gym today?
Yeah, we did. We killed it, dude.
We squeezed in a HIIT workout. That's what we've been kind of doing. Just some weights, cardio, fast paced.
Yeah, so what we do is, we'll do our chest, but when we're resting, we're doing like a 20 to 30 second sprint on a cardio machine.
Oh, yeah.
You should come with us next
No,
time.
I'm not. You have to peel me off the floor.
Well, we'll just give you your energy drink. You'll be set.
Nah, rock and roll.
Yeah, and I told her, actually go 100%. For about those 20 or 30 seconds.
Stop. Yeah. Dude, I was listening. I watch these bodybuilding memes, and I forget the guy's name. It's not Jay Cutler. It's an older guy, but one of the things that David Goggins always refers to that bitch voice. Right, your bitch. I just say, I'll do it tomorrow. Right, so that's your bitch voice. But in my head, when I'm at like rep 12, right, and what goes in my head is this old school bodybuilder saying, "Oh no, when you think you're done, you have 5 more. You have 5 more," and that just runs through my head. I'm trying to kill that bitch voice in my own head, and really push to failure, because again, that's where growth happens.
Oh, for sure.
So that's what.
And that's the other thing I was showing her, dude. She's getting into this. She's like, she's loving bodybuilding. Basically, it's that last rep that you're obviously you can go past injury, but that last rep to where you're really you should struggle. You should struggle. Yeah.
Yeah, which I used to work out without him.
Can't do it.
No, because I mean, if I don't want to wait to fall on my face.
Nope.
So
yeah,
I kind of we're good partners though when it comes to working out. Like he's not like an annoying no, this is how you have to do it. Because I've had people that have been like that. It's like, oh, I don't want to work out with you.
Shut up.
So,
get away from me.
There's nothing worse than a fucking know-it-all. I don't give a shit if you do know more than me. Don't be a fucking know-it-all.
Right,
in all
unless I
areas of
ask
life.
you.
Yeah.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Right, like nobody asked for your fucking advice here. Shut up.
So fucking true. If I ask you, fucking go crazy.
But what is in somebody's head? Right? Like what goes through your head?
Like what makes you think you're the expert?
Exactly.
Okay, we talked about this the other night in bed.
Give a fuck?
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't ask you.
Yeah, we talked about this the other night in bed. I don't know if you recall. But I was saying one of the things that drives me nuts is when people have certain levels of experience and they act like they're the actual experts. And I said, well, what do you have to prove for it? Like just your experience at jobs? That doesn't mean that you're an expert. An expert means like, I'm not even I don't think, if anything, it'd be in like property management, Airbnb, hospitality, stuff like that. But I don't even talk about that shit with friends.
No.
I don't act like I'm an expert.
No, not at all. No, not at all.
No, like even with me and my business, I've said it plenty of times. I'm probably top 10 in my industry for what I do, like my very specific little niche. I'm not going to go to people and be like, you really should be doing this, this, and this without them fucking asking me. Like, what a douche. Like, why would anybody presume to tell you anything about anything that you haven't asked about? Like that blows me away about people's, what is that, entitlement? Like, I don't understand.
I think it's insecurity, actually. This is what we were talking about, because they feel compensation.
Right. Somebody that's criticizing you is always doing less. Yeah, but it's weird. Yes, but
or they're trying to one up in their head. That's how and they're mentally one upping.
Right.
I don't know.
Oh, she's got, just so you know, listen, the difference on the other podcast, remember when she said, oh, it's so hard to be a fucking girl today? She wasn't saying it's harder to be a girl than a man, right? She wasn't saying that. But I will tell you this.
The context of it was how it was not taken.
Yeah, exactly, right? So But the thing is, what I'm telling you is I observe some of her text messages and shit. Dude, do you know how many fucking girls try to like one up her like with some stupid fucking comment.
I don't know. My boyfriend is the CEO of
Shut the fuck.
Rubber Dick Palace International.
Like, no one gives a fuck, dude. Like the reason we're not friends because of those things. Sure, you associate with people in your, that have your means or your mindset or your drive or your goals, your ambition. But dude, that's not why I'm your fucking friend.
Right.
Because you're a pretty girl. Like,
No.
I get it. Like, yeah, you're beautiful.
And also, we all have a job. Everyone at the end of the day has to pay bills. I don't want my friendships to feel like a job.
Right.
So those are the things too. These people, the same types of people that are trying to be experts, in my opinion, are also showing that they're hard to keep up with as friends. There's something going on with this correlation with me, and I'm just
if you want to
noticing
hang out with me every day and talk to me every day, I can't be your friend.
No.
Like, do you know? Like,
Right,
that's, I don't want my friendships to be
A fucking maintenance.
High maintenance.
It's
Oh.
work. Right.
It's
No.
work. It shouldn't be work.
And listen, I do to a certain extent feel bad for you because you're a 40-year-old dude trapped in a 26-year-old girl's body. It's fucking wild.
40-year-old dude, keyword.
Yeah. No, 100%. But here's what you'll find. Right. And this has been very true with my life is that your circle shrinks as you get older. Like, I've like lifelong friends. I just had to be like, can't fucking do it.
And you're comfortable with that now.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm super cool with it. Whereas, because I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, look, I know who I am, and I know that I'm ultimately loyal. If I ask you for your opinion, fucking great. You should also take my opinion as just opinion. Don't get offended. It's not a fucking personal attack. It's just what I think.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
So when it comes down to that, dude, you got to let the people that drive you absolutely fucking insane by just their mere words, you have to let them go. And it sucks to say it, but until you do that, you won't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It comes back to some of the other stuff that we talked about. Show me the 5 people you spend the most of your time with, and I'll show you your future. Mm-hmm. And dude, I made a comment. Some dude, like some guru guy, posted something about something similar. And this kid was like, in the comments, was like, this is terrible advice. You're just a rich guy that thinks he knows everything. And it's like, dude, step out of your own fucking ego for 2 seconds and realize that people have been places that you haven't been. All they're posting is their experience in order to maybe help you avoid the same mistakes and get ahead a little quicker.
Yeah.
Like, why do people take it? They just take it so fucking personally. Even with you. I think we started the show with like fake Dan Bilzerian. And the reason where that came from was I'm reading some of your comments and the guy's like, this motherfucker the wish Dan Bilzerian. And I'm just like, what kind of lazy fucking weasel, so insecure, so unhappy with himself. Like, you're going to take the time to fucking post that about a dude you don't even know that's legitimately helping people better their financial future? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You know what kills me, and sorry to respond to all the haters, they call them. But if you're on social media actually writing a hate statement, you have totally exposed yourself. You have 100% exposed yourself, who you are, what your net worth is, what your ambitions are, and that you're a fucking victim. You have just exposed yourself that you have a fucking victim mentality. So I would encourage you, okay, to actually listen to some of the guys Steve were talking about, some of the shit that I say, some of the guys that I follow to say, because you know what? I wasn't handed a fucking silver spoon, neither was Steven. And, we had to come up through the struggle and figure shit out. We weren't looking for handouts. And if you're expecting a fucking handout, it ain't coming. You got to go fucking get it.
Yeah. And dude, for me, like, it goes back to what Lex was talking about your girls and shit. Like, dude, I want to see all my friends win. I don't understand. Like, what the fuck is it going to do for you tearing somebody else down?
Yeah.
Like, what is it gonna? You're not gonna get ahead. You're not, because all of that energy and all that mental process that you're burning. I was saying, fucking Alexis. She just found a rich guy and fucking Alexis. You know what I'm saying? Or what the fuck does Uncle Steve know? Oh, or Eric is a snake oil salesman. Like, it's just, why don't you sit the fuck down for 5 seconds and really absorb what we're trying to do, and then you'll get there. But again, I want to see all my buddies win. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like, I bought another investment property. Fuck yeah, dude. Good for you.
Yeah, don't ask
Amazing.
questions about it. Just do it. Like, just say, hey, I'm happy. Be genuine. And you know what?
Because they're not happy with what they're doing.
Yeah. You know what? So the video that I posted on TikTok, just coming back to that, it got 23,000 views. It might be at 24,000 views now, but actually the commentary proved my point.
Oh yeah.
Even though I was saying as a female, it's hard to find females that support me in my business setting. There was so many men attacking me. Which also, in general, what the point is that there's so many people who are not able to actually sit there, do a self-reflection, and say, well, something must be going on correctly in their life. Maybe I should respect them and pay attention and listen. Instead, the hate, you're just putting a bump in your road with hate. When you hate on somebody, you're actually putting yourself in a position to not learn and self-reflect, to put yourself in the position of the person you're hating.
Right. So this is what I mentioned. I mentioned the social media took what that video said completely out of context. Right. And do you understand why? I'm going to tell you why.
Go ahead.
So with like Coach Greg Adams and Andrew Tate and the Fresh and Fit guys and all these men's advocate channels that are going around right now, and effectively these guys are dominating the social media space between TikTok, Instagram, Reels, Shorts, all that shit. Okay. One of the things that these guys all bring up, and it's absolutely fucking true, and this is why the men that commented on your shit flipped out, because women are instantly born with value. Okay, men have to earn it, and that's one of the principles that these guys really teach through their social media channels. So the guys that were commenting, "Oh, boo-hoo, fuck off," that's where they were coming from. They didn't see the long form, which was, it's difficult for a female to have friends, which is exactly what you meant. But these guys are taking it as, oh, you're a pretty girl, fuck you. Everybody wants you. You have all the value in the world. It's not hard to be a woman. It's fucking easy, right? And to a degree, they're correct, but it was taken out of context. So all those guys that posted shit on the sexy Lexi page, go fuck apologize.
What they
now.
actually don't know is that I'm actually the coolest chick ever, and I'm conservative, and I vouch for men. I'm not one of those victim women. You can ask Eric. We're watching Breaking Bad right now.
Oh, yeah.
And
I hate Skylar so much.
Same here.
Oh, I'm going through this. Yeah.
Same here.
She can't stay.
I'm rooting for Walter to dump her in a river, dude.
Oh, me too. And so that's what Eric pointed out to me. He said, wow, you're really such a guy's girl. You really want to see the guys do it. I go, well, hell yeah. And I actually related it back to just the Italian culture and being raised like that. Mm-hmm. It's the loyalty. Mm-hmm. But
she's funny watching it because she kind of gets animated a little bit. Yeah. She's like, this bitch is gonna bring Walter down. She's like, this bitch is holding him back. This bitch is holding him back.
She is the fucking worst character.
I hate her. Hop on the bus, support your man's.
Yeah.
Do what he's doing.
Right.
Sure, if he's earning a living for your family, sure, it might not be the right way, but be the cool bitch that is supporting him. Well, your life will be better.
Spoiler, she eventually becomes that, but I'll let you get to it.
I know.
We're getting close to that.
Yeah. So,
as she should.
Yeah, no shit.
Because the guy who she was sleeping with is also committing crime anyway. Her boss. Yeah, so it's just like.
Yeah, the difference is Ted's crimes weren't netting $70 million.
I'd rather go for the $70 million.
Like, dude, you're going to be dead anyway. So what? Shut the fuck up, Skylar, and take the money.
I hate her.
Idiot.
But yeah.
The worst.
So I'm enjoying watching this again because I watched it. I don't like to repeat shows. No. I'm not a repeat show guy. But
once every 3-4 years, that's good.
Well, this for me is it came out in 13, so I probably binged it in like 15. So I'm going on 8 years.
Yeah.
So it's actually almost brand new to me because I forgot everything. Yep. So I'm enjoying watching this with her. I think it's the best show ever.
Oh, it is.
I think it's number one.
It's 100%. It's up there with Game of Thrones and Sopranos. Yeah. Those three are the Sopranos. Dude, we've binged Sopranos probably 3 times in the last 7 years. Mm-hmm. And right now we're doing Suits. But we did Breaking Bad in like 16, and we did it in 23. Like
no way. Now, have you done Better Call Saul?
Yeah, it kind of fell off for us. Okay. After a while, I don't think we didn't finish the
Some
series.
of the seasons are better than others.
Yeah, no, we didn't complete that one. But Suits, like, dude, if you like awesome lawyer type of shit, bro, the premise of this is fucking crazy. This kid with a photographic memory is getting paid to take the bar exam for other people, right? Gets caught up in some crazy drug deal with his roommate, is running from these guys that are trying to get him. Ends up in a Harvard interview, law firm's interview process. Runs in there. The lawyer that's doing the hiring is like, "What are you doing here?" And dude, effectively, this guy hires a fake lawyer who has a photographic memory and is just absolutely brilliant. So the whole show is about the legal challenges. And dude, you just have to watch
We'll check it out once we get through Breaking Bad.
Oh,
For sure.
and the main character's name is Harvey.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't even think have we hit a topic yet?
Yeah, we've hit Big Win. We've hit the important to disconnect. We were almost at the gym people scenario.
We really almost tied in there.
We almost had it.
Do you want to go there or do you want to go serious?
No, let's go. Let's get to it. Let's get to the gym people.
Okay. Well, let's talk about why this conversation came up. So, me and Steve just had an observation that around 10:30, 11 o'clock, there just happens to be pretty women at the gym. And I noticed in Lifetime Fitness, I said, there is an abundance of beautiful, fit women here. And it dawned on me, no insult to any of you girls, but it dawned on me that these are the women that don't have to work because clearly they don't. But this is their job.
That's
they
their
come
job.
in, they come in and they look amazing. Now they may be, some of them I do see with their technology set up, right? And they probably are, monetizing their fitness. Dude, more power to you. That's amazing. But some of them aren't. Some of them have monetized their fitness in a different way, not socially, but personally.
So for me, yeah, the 11. I think I had a late start that one day that I was like, dude, what the fuck? But I also got an early start the other day, and it was the same thing.
What's early?
What time?
Oh, it was like 7. The damn kids woke us up at like 5:30. So I was like, oh, I guess I'm going to the gym an hour early today. Just a totally different crew. And like the people that are there, and again, if I get there at 7, that means they got there at 5:30, 6 o'clock. And these are like the fit level was on a whole other planet versus the 8 to 9 to like 9:30 crew, which were
It gets social then.
No, I maybe.
At
I don't
Lifetime,
know.
I feel like it starts to get a little social.
Yeah, I don't talk to anybody. I talk to, one dude that is friends with Ryan's brother and like the workers there, that's about
Well,
it.
who's the 5:30, 6 p.m. crowd? That's an interesting one.
I haven't been, I don't know.
That's
As a female, I
you been?
avoid anything past 3:30.
Oh, yeah.
It's all the juice head guys.
Nice.
All the power to you. There's no space, there's no room on the weight floor. It's not that I get intimidated. I just don't need to hear all the like sexual grunting noises. And it's more of like a show. That time is more people trying to be there to say, hey, I'm here, I'm lifting, I'm juiced up, I'm
That's
jacked.
the social crowd. That's the
Oh,
signal.
yeah?
Yeah.
I like going when the old people are there, which
Yeah.
is usually between 11 and 2.
Yeah, I feel great about
prefer
myself.
that.
I'm like, I can pick up these 100-pound dumbbells. You can't.
Now here's the thing: if a dude grunts, I'm actually more power to you, dude. Grunt away. Like if you're trying to PR, personal record on something, and you naturally are just, in a certain like I hear you make noises, but it's authentic. It's fine. But there are some people who try to grab fucking attention. Yeah, it's awful.
Have you not witnessed
You've
this?
never seen this?
No, dude, my gym is so
God.
small and just awesome.
They
So
got
we
veins
started-
coming out of their calves.
Yeah. We started at LA Fitness when we first moved down here. It's still a good gym. We've talked about LA Fitness, but oh my God, it's almost just too much. The noises.
You almost think like an orgy's about to pop out or something. The sexual tension in there.
Maybe I
It's
don't
crazy.
notice it because I'm just plugged into
Or
my
a fight.
headphones. And
I need to start wearing a hat
fight
because
or an orgy?
I get way too distracted.
Stop.
I need to start wearing a hat
Put
when
your
I work
headphones.
out. Well, the headphones don't do enough. I've got ADHD. I'm looking around. Even though I'm listening, I'm looking around, observing all these people. I need
Yeah.
to start wearing a hat
Yeah.
because that way, peripheral, I can't see. I'm just in the zone. And I used to do that. I used to have great workouts when I wore a
you
hat.
got to buy her some horse blinders.
I need something.
So
It's
what?
distracting.
So let's talk about what you listen to. What do you when you're at the gym and you have your headphones on? What do you listen to and what do you listen to?
I'm hardcore rap.
Yeah.
I love rap.
Who? What? Pull up your Spotify playlist.
Okay, I'll go to my workout
While
playlist.
she's
You
do-
won't
while-
even know any
while
of
she's
these
doing that,
people,
what are yours?
Steve.
Dude, I've really changed it. I've switched it up because that is a 45-minute time period where I can do a podcast. I don't even have to listen to music anymore.
Are you kidding?
And sometimes this is another way I try to disconnect. How often do I not bring my
He leaves
my
his
phone
phone.
and my headphones?
Wow.
It's another way to try to get away from technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing it. No, I need the music. Give me. What do you got?
Okay. most recently.
Yeah.
Low Down, Lil Baby. Do you
Lil
know,
Baby.
You know Lil Baby?
I don't know any of these rappers with the word Lil in front of them except Lil Wayne.
Should I play a little snippet?
No.
Okay. I've got Future. Do you know Future?
I know Future. Yeah.
I've got Gunna.
Nope.
Okay. Quality Control.
You
Nav,
call this
Young
shit,
Thug.
dude? You call it Young Thug?
Yeah.
You
Young Thug.
you call this hardcore rap?
It's not old school rap. I still like old school rap. You can find some Tupac in
rap.
here.
This is how fucking old we are.
You can find some. I listen to the old stuff. I listen to Biggie. I listen to NWA.
All right.
I listen to
All right.
Tupac.
I mean, hip hop. Listen,
Yeah, I
hip
think I
hop.
said
The right
Tupac
hip hop
already.
is aggressive and it's confident and it's alpha.
I feel like a boss when I'm listening to this shit.
Do
That's
ya?
why I play it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not Steve's vibe.
No, you like hard metal, right?
Yeah.
Heavy metal.
No,
hard
but
metal.
don't get it mixed up. I'll listen to Tupac and Biggie and Outkast because ATLiens is one of the greatest albums of all
sure.
fucking time. But to listen to a 26-year-old say old school,
Yeah, no, I know.
That's what they call it on Apple Music's playlist.
oh my god,
They'll do old SKOOL.
oh my god, dude, the Notorious B.I.G.
Nah.
is the best rapper of all time.
Yeah, debatable, but he's up there for sure.
Who the fuck
Do you like
else?
Kanye? I feel like he's kind of in.
He got fucking weird in like
Jay
2008.
Z. Not like Jay Z.
Yeah, no.
I'm not going based off of my opinion. I'm going off of.
There's an in
most of
between
them.
Listen.
between Biggie, Tupac, and Lil Baby.
the greatest storyteller rappers. Okay.
And if that's what you're basing it on.
Yeah, of course.
Because
what the-
Drake, you could
because-
argue Drake's the
look,
wealthiest of all time, so
Look.
maybe he's the best ever.
He's not. But look, okay, there's a huge difference in creative ability and talent for somebody to be able to tell a story through music. Okay? When I listen to Lil Pump or Lil Baby,
Is there a little pump?
There is, and he knows it too.
See, I didn't even know that. See, you know what I mean? bro.
I couldn't tell you one fucking song, but
There's Big Baby, Da Baby.
Oh, duh, baby. Yeah. hmm What I do know is that it doesn't take a genius to be like, yeah, we getting money. Yeah, we getting money.
But it's the beat.
Yeah,
It's
we
the
getting money.
beat.
No, there's no fucking talent in that. That's all done by computers. Okay, so the greatest fucking rap storytellers of all time, in order, are B.I.G., Eminem, and Tupac. Period. End of story. And then you would have Outkast as probably number 4/3B.
Actually,
Yes.
I can listen to some EDM in the gym, by the way.
EDM's good too.
I can- With
It's
cardio.
the energy. Like if I really want, it helps me out.
Let me get. You guys want mine?
Yeah, it better not be some Marilyn Manson BS.
That's too easy. Yeah, that's
Because
more.
that actually nauseates me.
wow.
So I guess we have different tastes with
We
working
do.
out here.
The shit that I listen to would make your ears bleed.
Which is why I think.
Now, don't
you're
get me
able to
wrong.
work
I
out.
know this is a cliche band, but I do love Metallica.
Still too soft.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll tell you.
Too soft.
I mean,
soft.
Enter Sandman. Are you kidding
Yeah, I
me?
mean that's an all-time great.
Yeah.
All right. 2022.
Do you know Enter Sandman?
No.
Oh, it's fire.
I mean, I'm sure I've heard it, but it's not on my.
Okay,
playlist.
so right now, okay, I'm listening to Cataclysm.
Don't know who that is.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Sabaton, which is amazing. It's
Oh, I know Sabaton.
You know Sabaton.
Yeah.
How would you know Sabaton?
Just being. I think my dad has had that shit.
Because it's awesome. It's about it's like military time period, like military medals. Really cool. Bury Tomorrow, Slayer. That would be old school because that's like 83. Like all the old school Slayer, like 83, 84, 85.
Iron Maiden. You got some
No, I
Iron.
don't listen to Iron Man. I don't like his voice. Burgers with Eric podcast.
Nice.
Excellent choice.
Lamb of God. Fantastic. Hatebreed. Slipknot. Wage War. Fear Factory. Pantera. There.
I know two of those.
Yeah, Cannibal
groups.
Corpse too.
Obviously, I know Pantera.
Yeah, Pantera's the shit.
Cannibal Corpse.
That's right. You remember in Ace Ventura when he goes into that metal? You ever see the movie Ace Ventura?
No.
Holy fuck, she's that young. You've seen it.
Bro, she hasn't seen Old School.
Oh my god.
I know that's on the
I
list.
got to take her through a few.
But you've seen Ace Ventura.
Of course.
Okay, so you know when he goes into that nightclub and that metal band is playing?
Yeah.
That's Cannibal Corpse.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. Oh, speaking of old school, so that's a comedy.
yes.
So we might as well lead into
Yeah,
that
well, do
topic. So one of the things that I think men, if they're able to, they need to perfect how to make their lady or significant other laugh.
Mm-hmm.
I, for one, I'm a light energy person, meaning that things don't really bother me easily. But at the end of the day, I find myself to be very serious too. Serious in I have a mindset, a direction. I'm very particular about certain things. Doesn't mean I'm not like light energy. I can let loose, but I don't find stupid things funny. For an example, I would argue Vince Vaughn is more funny than Will Ferrell because I think Vince Vaughn has more dry humor. He's not really trying to be funny. Whereas Will Ferrell kind of has stupid, it's just stupid. I'm like, it doesn't do anything for me. So it's impressive because Eric actually can make me laugh, which is how I know he's my keeper. He's my man because it's hard to make me laugh.
Okay.
And to get my, I'm pretty serious. I guess I'm pretty jovial, but to really get my comedy out, I got to be really comfortable with somebody.
Yeah.
Like my best buddies know how much I can make them laugh.
He's
right?
actually funny.
Oh yeah.
But I guess maybe I kind of resist that because I don't want that to be my image. I don't want to be the goofy as my image. But I am at home. I'm incredibly goofy at home.
Right. Yeah, and that's yeah. No, the humor thing is it is important, but like for me, my humor comes from popular culture references or maybe some movie quotes or whatever. I mean, I used to be a hell of a lot more creative, I guess. As I'm getting older, it's just like
no. I mean, with dating, it's important to start off with humor and lightness and not be so serious.
Right. No. Look, here's the thing: you just can't take yourself so seriously.
Yeah.
So
Like you can take certain avenues of your person seriously. Like I like to think I'm a serious business guy. It's one of the reasons we've been here, and my like no nonsense approach to that, and like every penny must be accounted for, and know what the fuck is what at all times. Like that, there's nothing funny in that. Like, but when it comes to social humor and dude, we grew up with like fart jokes and like you hate the stupid shit, but like to me, I love Will Ferrell because he's so dumb and it's hilarious. Right, but listen, don't get me wrong. Vince Vaughn's tremendous too. It's just you have an appreciation for the two comedies. Like one of my favorite comedians is Dave Chappelle, because there's brilliance in what he brings to the table. It's not necessarily stupid. But Will Ferrell's stupid, but it's also fucking brilliant because you have to be brilliant to be that dumb.
if you want to say who's I think the most brilliant comedian is Larry David.
Yeah.
Because he takes something so small and rides out with it the whole entire time.
Yeah, it's up there. He's brilliant
And
too.
he's dry. He doesn't laugh. And all that shit, by the way, isn't even, there's no skit.
No, I know.
I love it.
So you know what's interesting about
There's no script.
Larry David with me, and no, I know you guys probably love Seinfeld, dude. I watch Seinfeld. To me, it's like a cartoon. Like it's no. Just so you know, like I don't find it. Me personally, it's very light. It's very casual. I need a little bit of raunchiness and a little bit of motherfucks in my comedy. Yeah. So it's similar style comedy, obviously, with Seinfeld and Curb Your Enthusiasm. Yeah. But Curb Your Enthusiasm, I have to fucking pause it because I'm laughing so hard.
Yeah, you don't get Seinfeld doesn't give you belly laughs like Curb might. But here's what I will tell you: if you've never seen what the fuck is his name? Seinfeld, Jerry.
Yeah.
If you've never seen Jerry Seinfeld live,
It's different, right?
Oh my God! Because he can swear a little bit. He doesn't a lot, but. The best way I can explain his show is it is a crescendo from second one till the last second. And dude, by the time he is done, you are literally falling out of your fucking chair.
Let's go to the next one if he comes down here.
Yeah, he usually plays Kravitz. We did the Kravitz Center.
Okay, let's plan on it.
Last time, that was a couple
Guy's
years ago.
damn near a billionaire, you know that?
Yeah, no, I think he is.
He is.
Yeah, he is
close.
a billionaire.
Oh, I know he's close. Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Thanks, Larry. So what does Larry David got?
He's half.
About half,
Yeah, half a B?
Yeah.
Oh,
half a B?
They're caking. Just off of making people fucking laugh, bro.
Dude, and Larry David is the most visually offensive human being.
He is, and he knows it though.
Oh my God.
But that's what adds to the humor.
Like he was at the Lakers games this last playoffs season, and you could pick him out before they
see
even
him right in the
showed
front
him
row.
on the camera. You can see that it's Larry David. He just looks like a scrub.
Dude, just like the scenes that are in Curb when he's like hooking up with a chick or something, I'm just like, oh my God. I'm just like crawling in my own skin. Like,
Yeah, like how is this guy sexual? He shouldn't be sexual.
He looks, oh, I'm not going to say that. That's fucking terrible. But no, dude, gross. All right.
Let's shift gears. Let's go
Yeah.
to the deep shit.
Yeah. All right. So this week,
Yep.
okay. So
Big week, but a lot of shit going
A lot of shit going on between the RFK interview with Joe Rogan and the Supreme Court striking down affirmative action. We got a little bit of content to cover. We're at 40 minutes. So, you scroll through Instagram, and what they do is they take the long format podcasts like we have, and they cut it up into little clips, and then that shit goes viral. So I see one with RFK and Joe Rogan, and they're talking about JFK and being assassinated and all this shit. And I'm like, oh, that's fucking fascinating. Let me go figure this out. So I go to YouTube and I'm trying to find the full episode of RFK and Joe Rogan. And
Gotta go to Spotify, by the way.
Yes, I didn't realize that. All of the full episodes for the Rogan podcast are on Spotify. He's probably got a sick fucking deal to
100 mil.
Stop it.
100 mil.
Wait, is the whole deal that he's only allowed to put the full episode on Spotify?
Yep. And he moved to Texas.
Good for him.
Saved himself all that fucking California tax.
Oh my God. He gave
Once he
himself
got
a
that deal.
50% raise. Yeah. Not stupid. But so I'm watching this, and I have a real problem with Democrats, period. Over the last probably fucking 50 years, they've been just the
I
worst.
apologize. 200 million.
He got 200 million.
With its performance, it's gonna hit 200.
That's insane. So I'm not one to go seek out Democrat anything, but seeing this, I got to tell you, he is probably red pilling half of the Democrats that are in this country just by opening his mouth, and he's doing so at great peril, like to his own self. Like half of his family has been murdered by either the CIA or God knows who else. But he's up there talking to Joe Rogan, and a couple of things stood out to me. One of the things that stood out to me is this guy's been researching like autism and adverse vaccine like symptoms for like 20 years. Dude, maybe even longer, like 23 years, I think he said. Long story short, basically what's going on is the pharmaceutical companies are putting mercury into the vaccines. And I'm not talking about this fucking COVID vaccine. That's a whole other, rabbit hole to go down. But the children's vaccines, right? And he's sitting there saying like, hey, when I was a kid, we got 4 shots. That's it. Kids today have to get like 76 pokes. The mercury goes into these things, and they're lying to the people saying, hey, there's 2 kinds of mercuries. This one leaves the body within 48 hours. The other one's a neurotoxin. Well, guess what? They're both fucking neurotoxins. Okay? And he brings up a great point. When you were a kid, bro, did you know anybody with a fucking peanut allergy or eczema or any of these autoimmune diseases?
That's really interesting. I haven't thought about it. I can't say I did.
Okay. He also brings up another great point. It is so rare in the Amish community because they don't get any of this shit. They don't have autism rates. The CDC comes out and says, oh, no, vaccine harm is a 1 in a million thing. Well, what he uncovered was it's actually like 1 in 37 that these kids are getting adverse reactions to.
I have eczema.
Yeah.
And allergies.
It's all the food we're eating. So that leads into this next point. Like Monsanto and all these GMOs and all this shit. If you guys haven't watched that 3 hours, regardless of what you think of JFK or RFK and his stances in the past and all of this shit, fucking throw it out the window. What I found alarming was this guy's literally going out there and saying the quiet shit out loud. And that is super not allowed, man, which is wild. And then he talks about between the food, them poisoning us with the food, the vaccines for your kids, like these people that are anti-vaccine for your children, like stick to it. Use the religious exemption, whatever. Just go watch that podcast. That is a man who has done way more research than any of your neighbors, friends, even your fucking doctors, right? My kid's doctor is like, oh yeah, it's no problem. I give all my kids all the shots and they're fine. Well, my daughter, after she got one of them at 18 months, like stopped talking and we flipped out and we figured she had autism. And we've been doing speech therapy and ABA therapy and this NIMCHEK protocol and all this shit. She's starting to come around, but right now she's got a speech delay, whereas my son is perfectly fine. Kid's like a fucking little genius. So the disparity between the two is crazy, and it was like a fucking switch. As soon as she got that thing, it went fucking sideways. So, do your own research. It's your kid. Don't ever forget that. Don't let the government dictate what you can and can't do with your own children. That's crazy. The other thing he talks about is the assassination of his uncle, JFK. And what I found fascinating and I wasn't aware of is the Bay of Pigs invasion. Like, I didn't know any of this stuff. Like, I didn't know that it fucking happened. I was aware that it happened. But effectively, the CIA took like 1,500 Cuban expats, like Cuban refugees, gave them machine guns, put them on boats, said, go storm the island. And basically what will happen is the rest of the public is going to revolt and overthrow the Castro regime. Well, it went the other way. Like, the Cuban Air Force took out 3/4 of the troops before they even hit the bay. And the CIA went to JFK and was like, hey, let's go invade these fucking people. And JFK was like, no, we're not doing that. And Philippines and Taiwan, they tried to get him to go to war 3 or 4 separate times. And he basically said, no, we're not doing that. And that is crazy to me that we're learning this in 2023 about exactly what happened. I think it's Operation Northwoods that talks about the CIA saying, okay, we need a reason to go invade Cuba. Let's sink some ships. Let's crash some airplanes. Let's do all this shit. Again, this is all government coercion and straight up fucking psyops. So now you think that 9/11 was done by a couple of guys with fucking single engines? Nah, dude, because really look at it. What happened? What did we get out of that? We got the NSA, the Patriot Act, and we went into 2 wars, one of which just ended 20 fucking years later. And they just murdered millions of Iraqis and Afghanistanis. It's just, that is how deep it went. So for me, watching that RFK interview was fucking nuts.
So first point with the vaccines, and most people listening to something like that, their initial cognitive dissonance or their initial reaction is, there's no way our medical community, I know doctors and they're good people, they wouldn't stab us with this. But what they don't realize is dude, they're just being fucking told one thing, and that this fucking vaccine works. Do I think your doctor in upstate New York, Petropoli, is intentionally doing this stuff? Absolutely not. I don't think he's intentionally giving people crooked vaccines. I think he and every other doctor,
it's deeper than that.
Yeah, they believe that they're being given information that this is what's good. It goes so much deeper than that. Right. So what people don't realize is that when it comes to medicine, food, media, dude, it's not like every employee has to be in on it. It's just the top. Now, here's what I want to tell you about the terrorist thing. Okay, so how wild is this statement? And this stuck with me for my entire fucking life when September 11th happened. And this was the very first time I grew suspicious of the government. So I was in the Navy during September 11th. Okay, right in the fucking middle. Okay. So September 11th, 2001 happens. It's literally my second year in. I got 2 more fucking years to go. Dude, I swear to God, my chief, I forget his name, but he came in the very next day and he said, this is what he said to us. He goes, well, we know we got some orders really soon. He goes, we're going into probably 3 wars, it sounds like. Syria, Iran, and Iraq. I think we're about to take out all 3 countries. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wait a minute. I go, fucking 3 fucking countries? Mm-hmm. And what it told me, what I realized then, I was like, this is a fucking agenda.
Well, yeah, you know what the agenda was?
Of course.
What was it?
Well, the agenda was, obviously they want to take control of the fucking region with oil. No?
Mm-mm. Had nothing to do with the oil. Had everything to do with centralized banking.
Because Saddam was trying to break away from the dollar. I've heard that theory too. No. They weren't on. Prior to Iraq War I, there were 13 countries that didn't have a central banking system. After the second invasion, there was 2, which is North Korea and Cuba. Oh, wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, and I'm sure there's a myriad of things, actually.
No,
for God's sakes, the Patriot Act. Do people even realize? Remember, George Bush was standing on the fucking rubble, we're going to go get them. And I remember feeling patriotic almost, like, we got to go fucking get those killers.
They knocked our buildings down with airplanes.
Oh, my God, patriotic.
Yeah, if you need to spy on us, you go ahead and spy on me and every other American. If it's in the name of fucking terrorism, you go do it. That's what they did. They passed the Patriot Act.
Those who would trade safety for freedom deserve neither.
So, question, while we're on the topic of this podcast. Obviously, we haven't watched it yet, but we're going to. Going back to the vaccine conversation, and just like the evolution of vaccines. And this is me personally curious as I've become more eyes widened knowing things. Do you think that as time goes on and more people become desensitized to the idea of vaccines, the worse that these vaccines are getting, like the actual stuff that's inside? Or do you think they've always been?
According to RFK, they like when they first came out, like the polio vaccine, any cases of polio are vaccine induced.
Right.
So and again, I'm not going to repeat it word for word because I simply can't remember. I just know the gist of it. Or effectively, what they had to do was instead of live virus in the vaccine, they had to put the dead virus in the vaccine plus a highly toxic chemical, because that triggers your body's immune response to attack the radically toxic chemical to eradicate it from your body. And a byproduct of that is also training your cells to fight whatever the dead virus is as well. So again, watch it. It's episode 1999 on Spotify. He explains all of that in great detail. I just can't remember it word for word.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
It's fucking crazy. And no, so here's the biggest bombshell is that not one long-term study has been done on any of them.
Of the vaccines.
Any of them. Now, I'm not talking about the COVID vaccine because obviously that wasn't fucking studied, but all the shit you give your kids, not one study. They sued the CDC and Fauci. It took him a year of stonewalling before they finally sent something back that said, we don't have anything. They even made a spectacle of it where they brought all these files out during an interview. Couldn't find out. Like nothing, dude.
What would it take? What do you think it's going to take? Because, we've had it, listen, to be born in this country, to be a Caucasian, let's be honest, right? To be a white male or female in the United States of America in upstate New York, okay, we were already, even though we weren't wealthy, we're probably still in the 97th percentile of the world.
Well, of course, yeah. We're still the richest country in the world.
Right.
Sure.
So the reason why I say that, so we weren't, here's what I'm saying. We weren't refugees born in the middle of Arkansas. Right, that's kind of what I'm getting at. So we had it, and a lot of people in this country do have it pretty good compared to the rest of the world in a lot of ways in terms of wealth. But we've had it so good for so long that I think people just want this kind of easy, cushy life. So here's my thing: what would it actually take for a real revolution? What would it actually take for people to listen to that fucking thing and take action? Because nothing's being done.
I think they're already brainwashed.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like nothing. Like I would argue the attack on Capitol Hill was I would argue it's kind of like, well, thank God some people are willing to fucking fight for what they believe in.
Oh, dude, I was rooting for it.
You see what I'm saying?
I was standing there in front of the TV going, yeah.
Like, okay, they fucking believe in something and they're taking fucking action. What would it take?
Well, it's our fucking duty. Like this again, nobody understands how the Republic is supposed to work.
Because these people are all Democrats that are thinking
of course. That January 6th was our duty as Americans to throw off a tyrannical government. To throw off means to nullify, to ignore, it doesn't mean to start a war. To answer your question, what is it going to take? It is going to have to get way fucking worse. Because, listen, we're conservatives. We're pretty well off, but we're not super wealthy. You understand? We don't live on
we're not untouchable.
Palm Beach. So guess what?
Yeah.
You would have to collapse a lot. Because here's the thing. Conservatives with guns right now still have too much to lose. So to answer your question, to spark an actual violent revolution, things have to get much, 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 much worse.
Scary.
Mm-hmm. Because, again, we're too comfortable. Oh, I got a 9 to 5. You're all fucking debt slaves.
Yeah.
So what happened? What are you gonna do, John? You gonna go work at your engineering firm for your $85,000 a year, or are you gonna pick up your AR-15, go join the militia, and start some shit? No.
Yeah. So part of me just gets frustrated because and I'm case in point. I'm not starting a fucking revolution. I'm not marching the fucking streets with a fucking gun saying let's
it's not bad enough for you yet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
You can still afford bread.
Yeah.
What happens when? What happens if we turn into Venezuela? You realize? Have you ever seen the pictures of the cash in the streets in Venezuela?
Yeah, it's fucking worthless.
Absolutely worthless.
Yeah,
like
wheelbarrow will get you a fucking loaf of bread.
Correct.
Wheelbarrow of cash will get you a fucking loaf of bread.
Cash. Millions of dollars.
Yeah. Hyperinflation.
Correct. So, yeah, to start something like that.
You know what's scary about that too? Take the guy across the street. You think about this. Think about it like this. Actually, me and you, babe. Let's say we were fucking broke and we didn't have $1. Hyperinflation. We're trying to get food, dude, and we have guns, right? And we have. Let's say we have a newborn. We can't feed our fucking newborn. Think how bad things can get. Would you stick up a guy across the street to get some food for your fucking kid?
Yep. Now multiply that by 300 million.
It's like, hey, dude, I don't want to kill you. Yeah, I don't want to kill you, bro. But my kid's fucking gonna die, so give me your fucking food. Like, if you don't, I will kill you. Like, think about it. If you have a fucking newborn, like, you probably would. So I'm just thinking of everybody else. If things got that fucking chaotic, like, dude, people are gonna protect their fucking children.
So I'm so glad this is being talked about, because I think when people have these really strong opinions and believe all this bullshit that they're feeding us on mass media, they don't think to that depth. I think it's important that more people, it's not crazy. It's not crazy. I'm 26 years old and I don't think it's crazy. And I think there is more people that are opening up to what's actually happening, right? Hidden in plain sight. It's not hidden in plain sight anymore. It's people are speaking up. They're seeing things happen because it's raising concern. So I think one of the biggest issues is, and where they're getting it, it's obviously the politics. It stems from that. Democrats think we're crazy. We're not.
We think they're crazy.
Well, we're not crazy. We think they're crazy because they are believing everything. So naturally, this is what I do now. Anything that I think I'm being told from a government standpoint, anything that's political, I naturally question. I don't believe anything.
Either
I don't.
side.
No.
Either way.
No.
Either side.
In fact, I want to do the quite opposite of whatever it is, because they're telling me to do what they want me to do. More people need to warm up to the idea that these people aren't your friends.
Okay.
It's the dollar signs at the end of the day that it's all behind. Watch the show Succession, and it will change how you think. The light bulb went off in my head. I'm still becoming more aware of these things.
yeah.
But when that election episode happened, as we talked about last few episodes, it's really becoming instilled in me what's actually going on. And I think we need to help with that.
Now imagine, dude, I started thinking this stuff in like 2012.
People probably thought you were like schizophrenic or something.
No, because I just kept it to myself. There was a small group of friends that I could talk to about it, one of which is a PhD from Virginia Tech. Thank God. Because, like, bro.
They caught, you see Trump's audio tape thing that they're trying to get him on now?
No, tell me.
Oh, my God. You got to listen to it. He's talking to, I think this is probably 2021. No, he was in office, so it must have been like 2019. I think so. Or maybe it is 2021. Either way,
No, it's 20.
Well,
go ahead.
The audio tape is basically him acknowledging, oh yeah, I do have these papers, and he's talking with this lady, and I think he's basically saying, yeah, these guys are trying to start a fucking war. They're trying to start a war with Iran. He's basically saying I stopped it, but he is admitting he has these documents. Now they think so now if you throw on CNN right now, it's probably that's it.
Yeah.
They got Trump.
They're done. They just fired a whole bunch of people. By
CNN?
The way. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, they're switching to streaming, which they already tried and it failed. They had 200 subscribers.
No,
hold on.
Go ahead.
The Iran thing. Remember when he killed Soleimani?
Of course, yeah.
I think that was it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you want a fucking ground war? Watch this. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, Millie, drop that bitch.
Yeah.
Wow. Right? Done. Done.
wow.
Yeah.
So this is actually in relation to the two things we're talking about. Trump is now saying that if he were to become elected again, he is going to do a deep dive analysis in the nutrition in the grocery stores. Because, and that, I know we talked about this too last time, but that makes me think he's more for the people.
Sure.
This guy's they're gonna drop a bomb on him. Like
On Trump?
He ain't getting it.
He's not going to win the nomination.
Dude, I'm telling you.
It's so insane.
He's just there's going to be a bomb that goes off at the Trump Tower while he's there visiting or something.
He's probably
Oh,
ready
you
for
think
it
they're going to
too.
kill him?
And he might be he's got to be hard to get to though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Because so he's a former president, so he has a Secret Service on his side. But then imagine how much extra security he has and
Just
detail.
his own private shit.
Yeah, his own private shit.
The best
right?
people in the world.
I don't think anybody walks into Trump Tower and says, "I'm going to go see Donald."
No, but that's my point. But you know, there are unfortunately these fuckers are intelligent and powerful. And is there an angle that
Bro, they have heart attack guns. They have cancer shots. If they want him dead, he'll be dead. Unfortunately, I think they need him. Because again, and this is one of the things we talked about. What if he was installed? Which I'm starting to think, because they need the division. Just go read comments, dude. Just go read comments on social media. You're gonna be like, oh my God. Like, we're not in a good spot right now.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But so think about this. Give me, okay, let's say all things are true. Trump wins the nomination. Give me a Donald Trump RFK ticket.
That'd be pretty intense.
That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, that'd be nuts. You gotta do some research on RFK.
I know.
Yeah. No, he's got a sketchy fucking past, but just watch the interview, man.
No,
I'm telling you,
I will do it tonight.
It's 3 hours, and Rogan doesn't say shit the whole time.
Is it because he's actively listening or he's scared to speak?
No, he's actively listening, but they also talk about that too, because all it takes is somebody at the top to be like, demonetized. Like, look, I'm reading it right now. Jordan Peterson interviewed him too. They took it down 7 days ago.
Who? RFK?
Also did one with Marr. Where's the one?
Well,
Does not fact check these statements. Like, this is also what's crazy. Like, social media search. RFK interview with Rogan is what I searched. And it's all like the top 3 lacks, like, it's fucking crazy. It's all just negative.
Yeah, so that's the other thing too, babe. And anybody listening to this, like, it's like to fact check something on Google or YouTube. Like, you got to remember what we're saying is that Google and Apple are in on this whole fucking thing, and they're all in on it. They're all in on it. So they're part of the elite, or they're at least being controlled by the elite, right? And it's very easy for YouTube to suppress whatever information they want and promote whatever information they want. So if you type in Twin Towers conspiracy, it's very easy to make the first 30 videos be like, these guys are cuckoo.
Look at the difference. Look at the difference when you search DuckDuckGo versus Google.
Yeah.
Look at the algorithm. Like, dude, there's the episodes. Number 1. Full interview. Somebody uploaded to YouTube. Rumble.
DuckDuckGo is private,
Rumble
My dad
doesn't
likes
even
DuckDuckGo.
appear on a Google search. It's fucking crazy.
so this makes me think, and you guys obviously are older, you have more experience with thinking these things.
Mm-hmm.
This makes me think about, the Democrats specifically saying, like, tax the wealthy. It doesn't fucking matter. It's the people that are, like, you're not thinking about wealthy. It's actually past that too. Mm-hmm. It's these elite people. Taxes don't matter to them. No. So this whole taxing bullshit, this is what's making me think about it. Exactly.
Right.
This is one of the light bulbs that just went off after listening to you guys. Right. The whole tax the wealthy thing is bullshit.
Yeah.
The people that are the people that actually would need to be taxed, these global elite people. Exactly. They're not paying.
They're not going to because
they own the world.
Absolutely.
Well, because the laws are in place. And you don't think that the Democrats know that? And they're not just using it for further division. You're right. Fuck that rich guy. He's rich and I'm
fucking $10
not.
million last year. Tax his ass.
It's your fault. Fuck that.
And he's a nobody. The guy who made $10 million is a fucking nobody.
Yeah, it goes so far beyond that.
He's a pawn.
Millionaires
He's a fucking pawn.
Don't even go for the millionaires, people. Go past that.
But even the billionaires, like, this is the other thing people don't get. Do you think when Jeff Bezos logs into his Bank of America account, there's $100 billion in cash sitting there?
No.
Fuck. Like, come on, guys.
I think he's a part of it, though.
Sure. No, the point is, you're worth $1 billion. Like, Donald Trump is worth $6 billion. The man has 4,000 properties throughout the country. It's not liquid. He probably has $1 million sitting in his check account.
It's not the cash.
He's got a little more than that.
Sure. The point is, it's not
That'd be an interesting conversation.
Oh, fuck yeah, it would. Hey, bro, how much do you actually have in there?
Your checking account.
50? I'd say 50 million.
Mil in his checking account?
Minimum. know.
I don't know.
Checking accounts.
Do these guys even have checking accounts?
Probably not,
That's my
because
point.
it's stupid. It's stupid.
I mean, because he's got because
It's gotta be all
if he
invested.
wants to buy a $4 million car, how does he fucking buy it? He's got to wire the fucking money. Right?
Yeah.
So he's got some account with fucking $4 million.
Maybe.
You know,
I don't know.
What if he wants
Maybe
to pay
it's
cash for some
Bitcoin.
shit?
But look, the point is, he doesn't have fucking. It's not like Jeff Bezos gets a paycheck for $600 million
These
every
people are all
month.
using Bitcoin anyway, I think.
No, I don't. Yeah,
I
maybe
think so.
If they're smart, they do.
I think so.
They're all about to buy it up. All these banks.
Yeah,
in the
I think
next
they're
year.
all these
gonna-
guys are using Bitcoin.
All right.
I think what you're going to see. Here's my prediction of Bitcoin. I think you're going to see this one last time. This is so.
One more spike.
Nope. No, I think it's going to go the other way.
No.
I think they're going to get people really excited about it, and that's what they're doing right now. It's going to get up to 40, 50, 60, and then they're going to manipulate the fuck out of it, and they're going to bring it back down to fucking 16, and all the biggest banks in the fucking world are going to buy every fucking thing, and they're going to scoop it up, and it's going to soar to fucking $1.5 million. I think
each unit.
Absolutely, and now it's totally unattainable. Totally unattainable. They have been manipulating it the entire time. I promise you.
Interesting.
So if you just have the cojones to just hold on and only invest enough that you can lose, right? Because I could be totally wrong with a fucking mind. But I think it's going to be one last crash, one last spike, one last crash, and then it's going to be so fucking high it'll be unattainable.
You think the spike that's coming up is going to coincide with the halving event? When's it having? 24?
24, yeah. I think February of 24 is, and it's an estimation because it's an amount of blocks that have been, what's the word, minted, I guess they call it technically, right? So it's estimated to happen around February, March, I think. But so that's the thing.
Of this coming year.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
halving, yeah.
So only half of the amount of Bitcoin can be mined for the next 4 years. So it's less.
The
less
reward,
is
the
being
reward
produced.
gets cut in half.
Yeah.
So work goes up or work gets cut in half. It's basically harder to get them now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I own a tiny bit.
which is where it drives its value from anyway. But
Yeah.
it's power.
They're gonna buy it all up. I'm telling you, it's coming. All these have you not seen this? They're all applying for ETFs. All the biggest banks in the world.
Oh no! Okay.
Oh, it's all happening.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Every single one. ETF.
shit.
They're all doing it coordinated.
You've been really on point though with this stuff. You can ask his friend. Like,
Yeah.
You've been studying it for a while.
I'm a psycho with it. Like Deutsche Bank. Okay. Deutsche Bank, fucking the head guy there calls the fucking head guy at Bank of America, JP Morgan, all these fucking big banks in the world, and it will be coordinated. I promise you. It is all coordinated. All together. They're all lining up their ETFs
course,
right now.
it's planned.
And it just so happens, think about the insanity here. Oh, the SEC is going after Coinbase and going after
Yeah.
fucking Binance and all this shit.
Eliminate your competition through regulation. Fuck it.
And then what they're going to say, the story will change. They're going to say, oh, they're good to go, ETFs. And then they're going to buy everything and it'll soar. It'll fucking soar. But so many people are going to get scared. They're going to fucking sell it. But if you can hold on, you're going to be fucking wealthy as fuck.
Wow, I gotta put some little pennies back in.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Dude, the problem is I have about a half a Bitcoin locked up in that fucking Gemini Earn scam.
Oh, wow.
Dude, they don't know when that's coming back.
Yeah.
I went to withdraw it like 6 days after it collapsed.
Oh, my God.
Ugh.
I had a couple friends get lost some fucking money, man.
Didn't
Dude.
it just happen?
No,
A year ago.
no, it's like February of 21 or 2.
yeah.
It's been ongoing. But anyway, that's
I'd
all.
just sprinkle if you can.
Well, I was dollar cost averaging it for probably 2 years, which is how I ended up with a half a Bitcoin. But I got some other holdings that got locked up in that as well. But guys, we're at like hour 10.
Yeah,
we
it was
good? Or you
good.
want to
That
talk?
went by fast.
No, I loved it. I think that was
That was a good one.
I like the energy at the beginning, especially. We were just
Yeah, we
rocking
did
and
something
rolling.
different this time. If there is anyone that feels like commenting, let us know if you like us starting with serious topics or funny topics. Because this time we light. This time we started with light topics versus we usually go into
Yeah, we
something
usually get
hard.
pretty heavy.
So I don't know, just something to think about.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the Burgers with Eric podcast. New episodes on Spotify on Monday and YouTube on Sunday.